My younger brother carries over 100 pounds of cement on a construction site. My older brother is the chairman of a $100 billion corporation. One day the secretary rushed into the office. She said she finally found his long-lost brother. To test his brother's character, the chairman disguised himself as a laborer to reunite with him, and claimed he would rely on his brother to support him from now on. Unexpectedly, after hearing this, the brother panicked and ran off. The chairman watched his back, feeling a little disappointed inside. He thought even his own brother looked down on poverty. But not long after, his brother came back carrying an old hen, and said he wanted the chairman to follow him to carry cement on the construction site. On the way, his brother honestly admitted he didn't have much ability, but as long as he had food to eat, he would never let his brother go hungry. Then they arrived in front of the foreman. His brother respectfully handed over the basket in his hands. Turns out he was trying to use the chicken to get his brother a job. The foreman felt the hen and thought it was pretty fat, so he tossed out a work pass and told him to report immediately. But the chairman noticed something and looked displeased. He glanced over and saw there was a stack of brand new bills under the hen. Seeing his brother's hard-earned money just given away like that, the chairman was instantly furious. He questioned the foreman for taking bribes. The foreman's face darkened. He angrily told the brother to take the chicken back, and said the chairman shouldn't expect to get any work here. But little did he know, this construction site was actually owned by the chairman's company. The brother hurriedly stepped up to explain, saying the chairman just returned from out of town, and didn't understand the local ways. As he spoke, he pushed the basket forward again, but the foreman showed no mercy, told them to take their stuff and get lost. At that moment, the manager rushed over after hearing the commotion. The brother quickly stepped forward and pleaded quietly, but the manager said that one chicken used to be fine. Now it takes 2 chickens. Turns out phase 2 of the project was about to begin, which meant even greater profits in the future. So the bribe standard had doubled. Now it required 2 chickens, which meant $100,000, but to a laborer that was a whole year's wages. To help his brother stay, the brother begged the manager to first pay his 6 months overdue wages, and include the chicken and the money as his brother's entry fee. Only then did the chairman realize his brother hadn't been paid for half a year. He was so angry he clenched his teeth, and while no one was watching, secretly messaged his secretary, ordering her to send people over to investigate immediately. The secretary understood the gravity of the situation right away. She rushed to the site with a team. Just then, a fellow worker suddenly knelt on the ground, begging the manager to pay their back wages. He said his mother was gravely ill and hanging by a thread, and then he started kowtowing to the manager. But the manager just signaled the foreman with his eyes. The next second, the foreman started beating the worker. Then the manager pretended to help the worker up, scolding the foreman for being violent, while acting sympathetic toward the workers. He claimed he wanted to pay them, but the higher-ups weren't approving the funds. There was nothing he could do. Then he asked, was anyone more desperate for money than this man? Seeing this, none of the workers dared to speak, and the chairman standing nearby couldn't hold back anymore. He angrily pointed at the manager covered in gold, and said the watch on his wrist was worth over $100 million, yet he still withheld the workers' hard-earned wages. The brother quickly stopped the chairman, pulled him away trying to leave, but the foreman suddenly kicked him to the ground.